it's Shanti from Bamboo Leaf Tea, and I have such a great thing to share with you today that I'm so excited about. Okay, because this is a fantastic way to make your supplements take a lot easier and you get more out of them, and it's just super yummy and it's great. And this also kind of goes along with my little anti-coffee thing that I'm doing right now. And while it does have some stimulant to it, I am still in kind of the weaning off process. So I like to have this a little bit just as to ease into that thing. So here we go. What we're gonna make is chocolate, and what's great about this is that you can put all of your supplements into it, or however you want to do it, but it's just a really great way to add other things into it and to hide them in there, especially for your kids that they might not want to take otherwise. So here we go. Basically, the recipe is super easy, and what it is just 1 part of the cacao powder, which is this, and 1 part of coconut oil. Now the coconut oil, it's a little cooler today, so it was a little solid, and I just heated it up a little bit. That doesn't mean that I put it in the microwave. It means that I put it in some warm water and then it just turned into a liquid. So what I did was, you can make any amount you want. This is 1 cup and this is 1 cup. 1-to-1 ratio. And we're just going to mix them together. So here's the great thing. These two are your basis of what you're making. And here are some of the things that are fantastic about cacao. It's got a ton of vitamins in it. Vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B6, B1, B2, B3, B6. It also has a bunch of neurotransmitters, and this is the thing that you're going to feel most effectively. This is the thing that you feel immediately. This is the thing that makes us want to go buy chocolate, and of course if we go buy chocolate and it's got genetically modified sugar, and it's got a bunch of crap in it, and it's got pasteurized milk, and just awful, awful stuff, we're not getting it. You're actually getting it in this, which is the great news. So it's got an anandamide, which is a neurotransmitter that makes you feel bliss. It's got phenethylamine, which is a neurotransmitter that helps you feel love. Serotonin, dopamine. It's got all these great ones that make you feel motivated and pleasure and love and all of these fantastic feelings, which is why we always go for the chocolate, especially us women. And you're going to get all of these, which is great, and you feel them really immediately. The other great thing about chocolate or cacao, is that it's also got things in there that help you keep feeling them. There's actually components in the cacao that keep those feelings going, which is great. So we've got that. One of the great things about cacao, and here what I'm doing is I'm just mixing it up and getting all the little kind of bubble powdery stuff out. Magnesium is huge. So our diets are magnesium deficient. Magnesium is a huge thing that we need to build bones. I'm going to be putting the bamboo supplement in there, which is going to give you your silica. And between the magnesium and silica, you are good as far as a bone supplement. It's going to keep your bones healthy and strong. It's going to increase your bone density. And we're not just talking about bones on the inside, we're talking about your teeth too. So these are some really great benefits that you're just not going to get in too many other places. Okay, now coconut oil is another thing. We used to think that coconut oil was really high in fats and all this, and of course now we're realizing that that is not true. One of the huge benefits, especially for women, talking about coconut oil, is that it really helps to boost your thyroid function. And a lot of women are really suffering with thyroid functions, which is really having a huge effect on their hormones. So coconut oil can help boost your thyroid function, and in turn, that will affect your cholesterol level. If you have thyroid problems, you need to be careful of your cholesterol level, because your thyroid controls your good and bad cholesterol, and your bad cholesterol is going to go up if you have a thyroid issue. So coconut oil, in turn, by boosting your thyroid, will help reduce your bad cholesterol and increase your good cholesterol, because it is just hormonal support in that way. Coconut oil also helps with digestion. These are just a few things that coconut oil does. And I love it because you can just, you can put it on any part of your body, which is great. And you can eat it. So we've got it all mixed together. And then what we're going to do, you can use stevia for a sweetener if you're not going to do sugar. Or you can use a little bit of honey. I've got a little bit of honey here. I'm just going to put a little bit. This is a raw unpasteurized honey that my friend gave me, which I love raw unpasteurized honey. Okay, so we've got it pretty liquidy here. Here's the great thing that I love. Okay, I've got a bunch of different supplements in here. You can kind of pretty much put anything in. I usually like to put like some sort of chili pepper or something spicy. So either a chili pepper or ginger or cinnamon, and then kind of go from there. I've got some turmeric in here. I've got the bamboo supplement, but you can put anything in there. I've put wheatgrass powder in there. I've put all sorts of things, baobab powders, just whatever you want to do, astragalus, anything you want to add into your diet. This is the place to do it because you are really not gonna, the chili pepper you're gonna taste, but most of the other stuff in small amounts you're really not even gonna taste it. So this is just a really great way to hide supplements. So we're gonna go ahead and add those in there. And since we've been talking about supplements, and I love this bamboo supplement, we can just go ahead and add that in. And you're not altering it in any way. You're just adding it in its raw form and mixing it into the whole process. So there. Okay, now I find that cacao has a really, really strong flavor. And I like to kind of water it down a little bit, so I like to put other fun stuff in it because then it's just more cool things that you can put in there. I've got some chia seed. Sometimes I put hemp seed in there. You can put pumpkin seeds. You can put anything you want, really. When you put the chia seed, it's kind of like Rice Krispie cakes. It gets that kind of crackly, like little poppiness. So, because it makes these little holes. So that's the chia seed in there. And of course, that's just adding more protein. Hemp too, you're adding protein into this, which is just more benefits. We all need protein. It's important, especially if you're on a vegetarian diet, that you're getting enough protein. Okay, and so now you can kind of do this a couple different ways. I like to put some nuts in it. If I'm just doing it spreading out, I can put it on top. This is goji berries and cashews. You can do that. You can soak your nuts, which sometimes makes it a little bit different. But here's a really great thing. You can take these little molds and put the chocolate into there. And then what you're going to do, and this is just a super fast, really easy thing to do. Literally, when you do it, once you've done it once, you're just like, wow, that really wasn't that difficult. You just do this, and I'm getting the chocolate everywhere, but you're going to take this, just like this, and then you're going to put it in the fridge just for a few minutes. Because coconut oil is liquid when it's warm and solid when it's cold, when you put it in the fridge, it's going to solidify. If you bring it out and it's warm, in a little bit, it will start to melt. So they are something that you eat cold, but these are really fun and they're super cute. They turn into little hearts, and there's a whole bunch of different ones. Alternatively, you can put it on some parchment paper, and I would let it just probably put a little more stuff in here like this and just get it a little bit thicker, and then we'll just put it on the parchment paper and the same thing, and then you'll take that and also put that in the fridge, and then it'll just take a few minutes and it'll turn into kind of like a bark, which is really fun. So those are a few ideas of what to do. This is kind of like a little coffee supplement here, and it's also a just fantastic way to take supplements because who doesn't want to eat chocolate? And all of these things are helping you in so many different ways. So there is my idea for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. if you want to check me out, go over to www.bambooleaftea.net, and I will see you next time. Thank you, and have a fantastic